Alright, testing. That was a bit loud. Alright, much better. Alright, much better. Alright, much better. Okay, that's all the links pasted. Alright, so all that's left is do the hunt. And one more check. No, how about here? No, how about here? No, 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 no. Now? Got it, awesome. Okay, so now begins the hunt. Lord Shadow told me about this, and all it is basically you load, you do a teleport check, and you reload. So, super exciting. Yep, that's a hunt. Welcome to hell. My personal hell. I'm on a Switch 1, so each load time is about 24 seconds, give or take. On the Switch 2, it'd be about 12 seconds. However, for me on the Switch 1, it's about 24, apparently, from start to finish. Maybe a bit lower, about 22.5. It's not an exact estimate. So yeah, I was telling myself, if I was to do a shiny hunt, this is the one I'd want to do last. So I want to get Virizion, Terrakion, Cobalion, Latias, and, well, leave this one to the end. But the game has other stuff in mind, so I'm gonna have to do it. That's life, right, though? You don't always get what you want. Oh, and yeah, sorry for all the mic testing at the start. I'm still getting used to having this microphone set up. I was just trying to make sure that it wasn't too loud, because I felt like in my last stream I hadn't tuned it correctly. And yeah, that was my first attempt with that microphone, and it came off as a bit loud, and I didn't want that to be the case. So yeah, here we are. Now I would call this a soft reset, but it's really not, because traditionally a soft reset is, you reload to the title screen. You don't reload the game. I'd call this a hard reset, because technically you crash the game. Sure, you're not resetting the console, but you're basically crashing the game. Every time. So, I have doubts about this method, but apparently this is how you do it. And because that's how you do it, according to the internet, and according to my friend who bought it, I'll do it this way. Alright, so I need to set my target. Alright, that's all sorted. Sorry, I was just setting up some images. Yeah, I'm a bit slow at setting stuff up, but I got there. Alright, so today I was out for a while and I really didn't have much time for the game. And I was like, do I really want to stream? I'm kind of not feeling it, and you know, I'm a tiny channel. Most of my views are on shorts, so like, it's not like I have a big following. However, but I decided I would go for it, so I spent about 3.5 hours doing special scans, and it took about 5 or 6 failed special scans before this one popped up. That's just the average. It's like every 5 to 6 special scans you do, the game's going to give you a legendary scan or a mythical. Now somebody online called that a compensatory scan, or something along those lines. No, a pity scan. So like it felt bad for you, so it gave you a legendary. But my kind of outlook is every 5 to 6 special scans are never ever going to be a legendary, so it's fixed. You go like one legendary and then you wait 5 to 6 failed scans, then you get legendary. So at least that's what I've seen from the research, and that's my interpretation of it, so give or take. But anyway, I spent 3.5 hours doing failed scans, going to hyperspaces I didn't want to go into, and I had a bunch of hyperspace battle zones too. They were quite inclusive too, like one of them gave me 23,000 hyperspace points, and one of them only gave me 14. So I don't know what was up with that. It's random, really. This DLC has been quite hard for me because, well, you know, it's taken so long. I thought I'd gotten past all the hard bits, but then I met the special scans, and oh boy, I was not ready for them. And I'm certainly not ready for this in the Switch one. Nah-uh. I'm so not ready for this. I'm probably gonna have to get a book or something to read while I do this, because gosh, going up and down here all the time just by a reset. So much fun. You know, is it just me or having to reset all the time just to get a berry power or reset to get this or that? And you go back to Ansha and you hear that jingle? I don't know. To me, that little jingle whenever you hear Ansha, it's like, that's the sound of hell. That's what it sounds like when you die. That's the music you hear for eternity. you hear the ZA donut music forever. And you have nightmares of reloading your Switch just to get a shiny power or a berry power 3. So I'm like, oh gosh, please don't play that show. I hate Ansha music now. I hate it. Please don't let me hear Ansha. I mean, sure, she's an okay character. A bit weird in the sense that, oh, I want to get Rayquaza for my mama. I'm getting the big legendary Pokemon for my mama. Then she's like, oh my gosh, I've got Rayquaza, but I can't use it till I'm old enough to be a trainer. Like, hello, it's not for you. You set out to get it for your mama, and here you are suddenly talking about being a trainer and palming it off to me. Like, why don't you just Pokeball transfer the Rayquaza off to your mama and be like, job done? Canonically, that would make sense. No, this game doesn't make sense at times. And as much as I love Pokemon, I don't love this DLC. Wow, black screens. Best in the world. The sad part is, I can't be set away from this. I have to do it. Because I have no idea when I'll get it again. So, it's appeared I didn't really want to do this one, but I have no option, so... So if I recall correctly, 2 of them are mythical, which I have one of, and then 5 of them can be shiny, so yeah. I've got 2 of them shiny, and I got Meloetos, so that's one of the mythical. I mean, I'm almost at the completion of the DLC. It's just taking a lot longer than I would have hoped for. You know? I'd have thought I would have completed this a while ago. I mean, like, just the base game ZA, now that did not take long. The only long part was the 1000 battles, and yeah, I mean, 1000 battles sucks. No way about that, but I completed that pretty quickly. It did not take me long. So yeah, one of the hardest parts about this is the special scans. And the special scans are weird, like, you have like the battle zones, which should not be part of the special scans. I mean, why are they even hyperspace scans? Like, why? Just have the battle zones give people points, you know? The regular ones. So you have hyperspace battle zones. Then you have the random rare ones like Rotom, Excalibur. What's the other one? I think, yeah. Oh, it's the Gimmicke. Yeah, the Gimmicke. So you have those. But then then the main one, the most problematic ones are the ones where they give you starters, like, oh look, we've given you a special scan and it's full of Bulbasaurs and Squirtles. Oh gosh, thank you. I could have just gone and got a Squirtle or a Bulbasaur in Wild Zone 20. Why did you have to dedicate the special scan to a starter Pokemon that I can get in the base Wild Zone? Are you just trying to waste my time? Who in the world wants a starter Pokemon at this point in the game? Who's gonna grind out a donut to get the perfect effect for shiny power 3 whatever and plus alpha or the -1 just for a starter? If you wanted that, you'd have gotten that back in December. So yeah, it's a whole lot of padding and just like, it's determined to waste your time. Sorry Nintendo, but you could have done better. A whole lot better. Like you had Scarlet and Violet, the sandwiches, choosing your effect. You have all of that and you just toss that away. So yeah, don't mind me, I'm just griping at the game. It's better than being silent. Well, maybe not exactly better, but mostly better. I had to make a new graphic. So you see the graphic in the bottom left? I had to make another one of that. But a different pose. And then I have to make one for Lena. Because Lena needs the graphic too, so that's two. So in total, I've got a plan for the graphic side of stuff. I need a couple of infographics. I need to create a welcome screen graphic, because the welcome screen plus two info screen graphics. It's a lot to do, but I'm already partially started, at least when it comes to the welcome screen. So let's just talk life, I guess, like random stuff, you know? I ordered a new bed mattress. I got a phone call back about reporting graffiti. I spent 3.5 hours doing special scans. I've got some art to do, and oh, and I lost my Hightail world. I had 2 episodes into Hightail, and I'd started building a dark city, and unfortunately, I lost that world, and I'm gonna have to start over with a new build. I don't know what I'll go for. Maybe we've added new content and I'll just go along with that, or I'll just pick a location and build however I feel. But I do intend to go back to Hightail and start building a new world. It'll be 100% free build, i.e. creative mode. Because I'm not about to be messing with block collecting. I'm always a creative mode builder. I enjoy that stuff. Oh, and I need to figure out what to do for Minecraft. I mean, there's a build I want to do in Minecraft, but it's pretty big. And I would need to load up my Dreamcast and look at how that build looks inside that game and try to figure out how to build that in Minecraft. So build size wise is about the size of a good chunk of what I've built in Minecraft. It's pretty big. It's gonna be of like the Tikal area in Sonic Adventure 1. If you remember that area, it's like a whole pyramid complex with one that's center and a bunch of raised buildings and some big doorways and stuck in like a ravine. It's quite big. And I've wanted to build it for like a couple of years. And I've been building other stuff in it, but that's the last bit I would want to build in that map. Though with that said, I don't want my map just to be about that because it's kind of like a forever world. It's my forever world. I just want to add stuff to it, adding to it over time. So even after I finish that, I'll be doing small bits here, small bits there. And I want to play with other people on it, so yeah. I can server host it, and I have it set up, so if I want people to join, well, they can join. But it's only going to be trusted people, you know? People I have trust in. Sorry, it's obvious. Trusted people you have trust in. I'm such an idiot. Anywho. Yep, that was blue. So I used to call my Minecraft world, I called it Maya. Because I had this like notion of what, what native Indians were, right? But then I historically read into native Indians. Oh my gosh, I was so shocked. Like, the brutality they did. I'm not even going to touch upon the subjects that I heard about them doing, not just to each other, but to people who came to live there, aka those who were called cowboys, so, and cowgirls, and westerners in general. But like, the sheer brutality, gosh, would make even the old twisty mustache man in Germany blush. Like, oh my gosh, it's so violent. So I had to change the name of my world. So I changed it because I don't want to have a name that was kind of like tied to it or associated with such like violence. Because my world is supposed to be about peace, about chill, about relaxing. And having a name that conjures up historical violence, nah, not gonna happen. Not in my shift. So I changed the name. Yep. So many fails, but that's the way it goes for shiny hunting. Anywho, right, I don't like violence. It's why I don't play shooting games. It's why I don't watch horror movies, etc. etc. I've never liked violence, so kinda, yeah, I just avoid it where possible. And yet, like I said, changed my Minecraft world name because show me violence and I will walk away. I ain't staying for that. No. So like, if you even just briefly look at my Switch loading screen, like, there's not a single violent game on there. It's just Pokemon. Pokemon, Pokemon, and more Pokemon. Even Mario. Mario 3D World. It's a whole bunch of chill and peaceful stuff like Scarlet, Arceus, Pokemon Home, Shield, Detective Pikachu, Mario 3D World, Violet, Eevee, Pikachu, Sword, and Pokken. That's not mine, that's for my nephew. He likes the battles. I don't like the battles, but he's like, Uncle, I want to play Pokemon Fighters. And I'm like, alright, if you want to play Pokemon Fighters, you can play it, but I'm not going to battle you. You can battle your dad. Because that's not my spiel, so yeah. He likes to put that game into my Switch. And I see him like about once every 2 weeks when he's visiting. My nephew has his own Switch. He got it recently. But he doesn't have any Pokemon games. So really only plays Pokemon Go. And that's not really a Pokemon game, that's pay to play. It's trash. The only good things in Pokemon Go are the ability to get shiny Mythicals and the shiny Galabards. Outside of that, you can get every Pokemon you want shiny hunted just by playing the mainline games. So, you want the shiny Mythical? Well, you're probably going to have to go there. You want the shiny Galabard, like shiny Galarian Moltres? Well, too bad. You're going to have to go to Pokemon Go. But if you don't need any of those, it's like you have zero need to go to Pokemon Go. Last time, and I suppose the main thing that made me really dislike Pokemon Go was it was during the what's it? The last Deoxys raid event, right? I popped about $40, aka pounds, to try get a single shiny Deoxys. And for all the many passes, I didn't get a single one. Supposedly for 1 in 20, I went well above odds. It cost me $40. I could have bought a proper game for that price. And I was all just to get a single shiny Deoxys. And at the end of the day, I was like, I'm an idiot. Why am I paying these scalpers money when they're deliberately not given the odds? Yeah, I don't like them. I read posts by some people who said they paid over $100 just into one game event. And they didn't get a single shiny. Not a single one. Imagine that. You could buy 2 or more games for that price. And people are dunking that on getting a shiny in Pokemon Go. It's wild. But you can see how they keep it going with people just who put that amount of money into the game. It's weird. At most, I've put in 40, and I'm never going to go above that again, and I'm never going to spend on that game again. You know, I'm not sure about this hunt because aren't I too close to it? Have we just gone up here actually, you know, make the shiny reset? Surely I should have to be further away. Why does internet say it's okay? Why? I mean, in all the other hunts, you have to be like 50 meters away from it. 50 meters, right? And this is 100% not 50 meters. Is it more of like a height thing? Are they saying it respawns because Pokemon don't spawn for you above a certain height range? Because that's the only thing that can logically make sense. Otherwise, I really hope I'm not wasting my time. Dynamo, the fan club of the popular streamer Canary. I actually like the character Canary because she's relatable. Well, not the swearing bit because she swears a lot, you know, she cusses a whole lot, but just because she's much more of a relatable streamer than the one from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is like. In that one, she has magnets on her head and she does all these weird challenges. Not the most relatable streamer. Okay, we check again. So, one other topic is, I love collecting ribbons from Pokemon. You know, I love getting ribbons like Gala Champion, Alpha Champion, all these ribbons. I think it's amazing because it shows the history of your Pokemon. And some Pokemon can be really old. Not mine, but they will be in the future. And I want my shiny Pokemon, like, when I eventually give them on, move them on to someone else, they'll be like, oh wow, look at all the ribbons on this Pokemon. And it'd be like 20 ribbons, like champion ribbons, tower ribbons, contest mark ribbons, all that sort of stuff. To me, it's a little bit of a lineage, and I enjoy doing that. I've like 1,300 hours in Pokemon Scarlet, yes I do. 1,300 hours, right? And most of my time was not spent actually shiny hunting. I was spent time putting Pokemon into the game training them up, hyper training, EV training, and getting them ribbons. And that's where most of my time went in Pokemon Scarlet. And I was going through my collection, right? And I seen that some did not even have the Powder ribbon, which kind of surprised me because I'd have thought they've all had it by now. Some didn't have the Gala ribbon, some don't have the Sinnoh ribbon. It's just a lot to do. I spent 2.5 hours getting ribbons in Gala and realised I still have more to do. I've got to put my Shiny Alpha Spiritomb back to Gala. I've got about 8 Pokemon I need to put into BDSP to beat the Elite Four. And other stuff like that, but it's the Powder ribbons that are the hardest. How do you get the Connoisseur so easily? You can't really, it's like, you just have to do random amount of pickups. And as for the partner ribbon, well, walk 1,000 steps and hope. But that's hard to do because some Pokemon move so slowly. And I know I'll never get the partner ribbon on all of my Pokemon, but I'll try to get on as many of them as I can. Oh yeah, don't mind me, I'm just rambling, because, you know, break up the silence. Tis what I do. I don't like silence. What time is it anyway? Oh cool, I've been at this for like 35 minutes. Time sure does fly, huh? Sure does. Yosh, let's reload the game again. Alright, okay. Let's go again. Oh, well that's blue could be. Jeepers creepers. Minimize. Back up and reload. And this speed stat. The higher Pokemon's speed is, the sooner I'll be able to use moves. So speed is kind of fun in this game. Like it says, the speed stat determines how quickly moves come off cooldown. And 120 speed is like, it takes about 3.5 seconds off all move load times. So if you're looking for a faster Pokemon and that's the speed you want to go for, 120. I have that set on all my trained Pokemon in this game. A speed of 120. But not all Pokemon can actually get up to that speed, so yeah. It's random, but if you can get up to that speed, go for it. Because speed is what matters. Speed and offense. Come on. Come on, game. Black screens are so interesting to talk about. Like, for real? I'm joking. Yep, I'm joking. How about this reset? Do I get lucky? Probably not. I probably don't, but you have to try, because life is all about trying. Nuh-uh, that one's blue. Yosh, here we go again. So, there's one thing I do wish I had, and that's better eyesight. I don't know, I was born with bad eyesight, and it's never been good. Long distance, well, count that out. At one point I had glasses, but it just made my eyesight even worse. Like, I ended up seeing even less. It's like the glasses would destroy my vision. They're wrecking it, so I'm glad that I stopped wearing them. However, I'm just like back to where I was. And back to where I was is me having bad vision. And the whole point of me talking about my eyesight is because I was just like thinking, if I could actually see long distance, I could drive. I could have my own car and all that good stuff. But alas, I can't. I'm never going to be able to drive. Never. I would love a car though. It's like, get about, go to places you want to, not rely on public transport. But them's the dicks, right? You don't always get what you want in life. And you can't even choose the body you're born into. I guess I'm just lucky to be the way I am, you know? Some people are born heavily disabled. For me, it's just like, I have very bad vision. People say, oh, you've got 20/20 vision? Well, my vision is more like 11/20. Or maybe 10/20, 10 out of 20. I.e., not very good. Alright, my game audio is still processing. Discord is still connected. Yep, everything's good. It's just a nice quiet day. Enjoy myself. Enjoy my place. Enjoy my happiness. It's true though, like, finding like happiness can be hard. And being happy with your situation and how you are, that can sometimes be very, very hard. For me, it's like, it took so long, and I was a shy kid. I don't want to speak to anyone. I had a hard time. People were mean to me, like, during school. Life was hard. But we all have challenges, don't we? Alright, we go up. What do we get? A Mr. Blue. Owie Pokemon. Owie Pokemon. That's the blue Pokemon. Now we're looking for turquoise. Yep, it has to be turquoise. Turquoise is quite a nice colour. Alright, I'll be right back. Give me a minute. Well, I just mixed two sodas together. Not intentionally, just by mistake. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, and what's the right volume to use? Cause like, I'm just playing about with my microphone a bit, like, to find out the right volume, but between game audio and the quiet sections, it's hard to find a balance. Well, maybe it's just better to be a bit louder. You know what, I'll take that. I suppose it's better than being quiet in a loud segment. We take what we get. The Stone Emporium. The Stone Emporium on Vernon Avenue sells megastones. So on the way up to here, I caught a shiny Altaria. I don't really care about it because it's not alpha. And if this gets too boring for me long term, I can just always kind of like a factory reset my way out of here and do this at a later point. I know that the Corbeleon hunt, that took me about 5 days from like, was it the 21st? To, yeah, or the 20th or the 21st. I started the Corbeleon hunt and I ended on the 25th. That was a long hunt. Well, not as long as some of my 3DS hunts. When I was hunting on the 3DS, like, Crucelia took me about 28 days. 28 days of a lot of soft resetting. That was a lot. But I got there eventually, and Regigigas was also very hard. Like, all those, like, Regis just, like, they seem to have such awful odds. I was shiny hunting for Regirock for a period on the 3DS, and I couldn't get it. So then I just, like, re-rolled, and I ended up with Regigigas, and I did that guy for, like, 24 days, and reset. Had to do so many resets just during small windows because soft resets in the 3DS are super quick. So, Regigigas and Crusader took me so long to get. Whereas one like Azelf, I got that one in about 24 minutes of soft resets, and Lugia, oh boy, that one took about 8 soft resets. That was the quickest. As for Uxie, I can't get that one because, at least not in my Pokemon Ultra Moon save, because I stupidly caught that and I wasn't shiny. However, I now have a copy of Pokemon Ultra Sun, so I can shiny hunt Uxie in Ultra Sun. So I do look forward to doing that one, because then I can complete the set. And yeah, because it's not my original Ultra Sun, there's somebody else's trainer ID on there. But I don't mind, it's my trainer ID now. Like, if you're going to like trade in your Pokemon game and not wipe the save, then you know what? I guess that's on you for not removing your save. I have 2 saves, like for Sun, like I know both used cards, so I got Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Ultra Sun. In the Pokemon Ultra Sun, the name was like Elida, or just basically, it's Scottish for like being a bright light, and the other one was Spanish for basically being a bright light, and that was for just a basic base Sun cartridge. So both people chose names that represented like sun, light, and all that sort of stuff. I mean, which is really nice. It's fitting. And just like in my Ultra Win copy, which is my save, I just went by the name Rainurata, which is my trainer name. I didn't go for anything fancy. But on a copy of Pokemon Win I got, I was like, alright, okay, I can do this different. I've already got one of my trainer name, and I named my character Moon because it's a Moon game. So in my Pokemon Moon save, my character is called Moon, and I'm happy about that. It's not a fancy name, but it just is what it is. So yeah, let's talk about Pokemon Sun and Moon, just because I want to. So, in my Ultra Moon, yeah, I had the option to capture the, what's it called, Stack Attacker? I had the option to shiny hunt it, but at that point I wasn't shiny hunting, and I was just doing a playthrough, so I used up my 2 opportunities to actually shiny hunt Stack Attacker, and that was a real disappointment. However, in the used copy of Ultra Sun I got, I noticed that the person had caught the Blacephalon. However, I just assumed that they had used up all of the opportunities. But I was pleasantly surprised when I went back to the Blacephalon area, and you know what? There was one Blacephalon left. So that's amazing, like, they really thought though. They left that one chance for somebody else to get a Blacephalon, and I did. I got it shiny. It almost killed itself, but I managed to catch it in a beast ball, and I was so happy about that. But I'll never have a Stack Attacker in my own name. No. That's so sad because, like, I'm not gonna do the Pokemon Sword and Shield. I know I could get Stack Attacker there, but oh heck no, I'm not doing that. You couldn't pay me to do the Dynamax Adventures. I hate them. I don't know if you've done, like, people of how much they've done of the Dynamax Adventures. Sorry I'm rambling and pausing, but they take so long. It's like 15 minutes to 30 minutes per attempt. And there's no guarantee you'll actually beat the actual Pokemon at the end. And on top of that, if you're doing it with bots, you can make really stupid choices. And even with people, they can do the same deal. So there's no guaranteed way. Like, it's just not set. I don't have enough time in my life to do 30-minute resets. Like, no. It's enough where the reset time is 25 seconds, but basically having a 25-minute reset window, dream on, I'm not doing that. So yeah, every single potential Pokemon in there, I'm not going for it. I would love a shiny Lunala from there, or Solgaleo, but all comes down to time really. And really, do you have enough time to do 30-minute checks? I've seen this one video by a guy, and he was shiny hunting Zygarde. Yes, Zygarde. And it took him about a year and a half of checking it to actually get it. I don't know how much of time of his life he wasted, but he eventually got it. A year and a half of time. Just for one shiny. If a Pokemon becomes paralyzed, its movement speed will be slowed. Oh yeah, obviously. Power in your Mega Ring. Power your Mega Ring every time you order. Oops, it's gone. I'm reading it so slowly. Oh well. I wish there was more stuff for me to read because doing this just not give me anything to actually read out aloud. Hey, maybe I need to find something to read. That'd be a thought, huh? You know, when I was playing Detective Pikachu, I enjoyed reading out the lines. It was fun. Even when my voice was so sore because of a throat cold. My voice was like all over the place. I enjoyed it. It was text heavy. It was fun. It was exciting. I hope they make another Detective Pikachu game. That'd be fun. Or maybe better yet, I could replay a segment and kind of do it like, hey, this is how it was supposed to be, except that my voice isn't broken. Oh well, it's a possibility. And you said the Cobalian hunt was bad. Or that the Virizion hunt was bad. Hey, at least with Virizion you could go back and forth. Here, you have no such option. It's kind of like up a creek, if you know what I mean. Like way up a creek with that paddle and you can't reset it, so kinda weird, but what you gonna do? You know what? I'm gonna try something because I just want to vary this. I'm gonna do a check, I'm gonna teleport down, and then I'm just going to jump off the roof. And I'll do this cycle back. Because, oh, all the Pokemon are gone. Oh, the Pokemon are gone. And I'm just gonna teleport. Now, I know people say you should be doing this because You say, oh, just reload the game. It's fine. Just go ahead, reload the game. I dare you. I double dare you. I triple dare you. Reload the game. But like, I wanna vary it because even though the run back is kinda super long, I'm just gonna do this a couple of times, just like for sanity's sake. It feels wrong just constantly reloading the game for a single check and having to wait like 25 seconds each time. Not even a 3DS is that slow. So here we go. Head back. Now if there are any shinies along the way, they're being discarded because we are not keeping them. Right, the bats are 100% reloaded. But look how long that took to get back. That took a heck of a long time. So could we only do that once? Like, feasibly. I'll consider that 2 checks. One for just loading the game in, and one for running. What's more efficient? 20 seconds running, or 20 seconds reloading the game? Yoshiko? Gambaru? Oh no. Did I Goomba myself? Oh gosh. I don't know why people don't do it. Yeah, this is why people don't do it. Well, learn lessons the hard way, huh? I just learned the hard way. I don't reset that because this is what happens. Alright, let's get over. And get over quickly because we are losing a whole lot of time. When time ever gets to about 600, you should 1000% reset your game. Like, just reset. That's not enough. Now that was bad. I lost over 1000 calories. Like, all 1000. 1000 just gone. Never again. And it's not like I can't just get them back because I could factory reset, like go back to the backup save, but I'm not going to do that because I don't need to, and there's just one check each time. So anyhow, now we're back into resetting. I got figure stuff to talk about. Yep. So I'm at 1 hour of doing this. I suppose that's not too bad. It could be worse. It could be a lot worse. Okay, so what is this now? We have a blue boy. You want to attack? Oh, it's passive. That's surprising. I would have thought that would have attacked, but apparently not. Maybe they'll just chill. It must be. In Pokemon Sun and Moon, they're not chill because they attack you, but here, they are so chilled out, like, you can go right up to them. Oh, I know what I need. I'm gonna put on some sounds. If I can find it. Okay, how does that sound? Oh, pretty good. Okay, so I put on some background audio just to break up the silence. The sound is the sound of the ocean. The common ocean. Coming in, coming out. Just how it is. And it fits with like my actual overlay, so makes sense. Latios. Okay, more checks, more success. We're gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. We're gonna get the shiny, and it's gonna be awesome. You know, I love the sound of the ocean. It's so calming. I actually have a video of the ocean. I really should upload it. I could make it into a screen. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be super cool, really. Yeah, do you hear that? It's awesome. Just the ocean, just relaxing, just chilling. Out by the coast, no problems at all. Life is easy, life is free, life is enjoyable. Just the way it should be. You know, that's kind of what I want this space to be. Is it silly for me to dream? Is it silly for me to want this place to be relaxing, to be calm, to be chill? You know, that's why I like Alola, because... oh, like is an understatement. I love Alola. I love the idea of just like being in this island life and just chilling and relaxing and everyone and everything having this chill vibe. I kind of dream of that because, you know, I was I've, I was born in the city, so I never really got to experience life growing up. And I can only really visit the beach because, well, buying a beachside property, well, that would cost a lot. A whole lot. A whole lot of money that I don't have. I would love to live by the beach, you know, just like go for walks down the beach every day. Work from home, relax, do all the good stuff that everyone deserves in their life, you know? Peace, safety, relaxation, all of the sort of stuff, all of that amazing stuff. I really do want that. Alright, while I'm doing this, I'm gonna upload the ocean clip and see if I can get that into my OBS because I would like to show that. And hey, it would give me something to do that's not actually just reloading the game. Which in my opinion would be pretty awesome. Come on, Latios. Latios is blue like the ocean. But I want it to be cyan. So, I need to get to my Google Drive. From here I need to find a video. Videos. Oh no, that's only 15 seconds. Can't be that one. It has to be 5 minutes. About 5 minutes. Oh, I found it. Alright, let's upload it. Oh, did I actually check it? I wasn't paying attention. It's blue. It's okay. It's fine. Nothing to worry about. Just keep going. Wowzers, how big is this file? It's taken so long to upload from my Wi-Fi. Come on, phone. Why are you pausing? Oh yeah, let's just go take a while. Don't know why, but it is. I have 1 gigabyte internet, but it's apparently going very slow. Yoshiku, Yochigai onegai shimasu. Yochigai onegai shimasu. Alright, 50%. 50% done. And still don't have the video up. I'm looking forward to it. I'll get it up and display it. Oh, it's complete. Awesome. I can go grab it. Just give me a minute. So into my Google Drive, which I don't even have a link for. Oh, are you shiny? No, you're not. Reload time. Right, it's downloaded, so I'm going to test it. Alright, this is certified amazing. Let me just get it up. I'm excited. This is my silly idea because I love the ocean and I want to have a lot of ocean stuff, so let's see. Meteor source. Yosh. This is what we want. I'm going to call this ocean. My local file will be image 238. I will set a loop. Our loop. Restart when it becomes active. Speed auto. Awesome! Wow! It looks so good. It really does. Now, I recorded that a good while ago, but yeah, it's awesome. Okay, back to the game. So, that was a fun little test. It brings back good memories. I haven't been to the beach for a while now because, winter came in and it's all very cold. It's just cold in the city too. So, I really don't appreciate the cold. All the type of colds we have here, it's like, we're talking about minus temperatures. So if we were to talk temperature-wise, like Celsius to Fahrenheit, we're talking like whatever Fahrenheit is in the minus. So the average Fahrenheit might be about 40 to 50. I'm not mathematically correct, but when winter comes around here, it's more like minus 20. Tell you what, I'll do a check. Alright, so the winter temperatures in Fahrenheit, sorry, are at 17.6. Yep, 17.6 Fahrenheit is the temperatures that we have over here in winter. And that's no bueno, it's no good. So, You know what? I'll be right back again. So, don't mind me, I'll be a couple of minutes and we'll go back to the shiny hunting. Okay, I'm back. Thank you for your patience. You know, a random comment, right? I've been watching some Pokemon shiny hunting videos and they've been about people who played Generation 1 to 4 and I really am impressed. They go like full 1 out of 8,000 and the odds are wild. So yeah, before I was interrupted, which you didn't hear, obviously, but I was interrupted. I've been watching videos of people who play Pokemon Generation 1 to 4, like Red, Blue, Heart Gold, Soul Silver? I believe that's what it's called, Soul Silver. Anyhow, I've just been watching the videos and it's kind of interesting to see how they approach shiny hunting. It's like really different. They have stuff like a Pokewalker and all this other stuff, and I don't have any of that because for me, I played up to about Leaf Green and then I stopped because I was like a lot of people who said, oh, Pokemon is for kids, like, why do I want to play a kids game? And I just couldn't stop for a really long time. But then I came back about 2024, yeah, 2024, and I bought a bunch of Pokemon games, and I went into Pokemon Scarlet because Pokemon Scarlet was the newest generation, and, well, it's still current, but it's basically over, you know. Pokemon Scarlet is dead, even though you don't officially say it. It's over. Anyhow, during that I seen some like random Pokemon. I was like, oh wow, those Pokemon are amazing. Why can't I find them? And I found out like these are from Pokemon Sun and Moon, Generation 7. So what I did was I went and bought two 3DS consoles. And I bought Pokemon Sun, Moon, Ultra Moon, Ultra Sun. And I fell in love with Generation 7. Even though Generation 7 was not one I actively played when it was out, it just became my favourite generation. And it still is. Obviously because you see my overlay and all that other stuff. I love everything about Generation 7. And I really couldn't go back to anything older than it because it's just hard for me, like, I don't like caves, I don't like random encounters. So, Pokemon Sun and Moon kind of minimized that. It's not like Generation 1. It's less of a hassle for a random encounter, and I just love those games. Especially for someone like me who lives in the city and just can't have that type of lifestyle naturally. I kind of like daydream of like, what would it be like to just like live on the beach, live by the beach, live on a place like Hawaii, just having the island life, that peaceful resort life. Not the city life filled with cars and all the noise, etc. I kinda yearn for the quiet, the isolation. It's what I want, and it is a dream, like, can I get out there? Can I afford to live in the countryside? Or can I afford to live on the island? How am I gonna make that happen? But you know what? I have to chase my dreams because otherwise they're pointless having. So yeah, that's why I do it. Like, I dream, so I chase the dream. YouTube for me is kind of like a dream, like, except like, I'm not really chasing big subs, or any of that sort of stuff. I would just like to have chill people to chat to, you know? People I get along with. Post some shorts, have some fun, all that sort of stuff. And I get it, people want to be like, oh wow, look at me, I've got 1 million subs. But that's not me, I don't want that. I just want like a few quality people who I get along with and who get along with me, and we can be chill, we can chat, we can vibe. Small dreams, big potential. So yeah, if you've got a dream, you should be chasing it. I mean, it's not always going to be easy. Even for me doing this, it's not exactly easy for me, but you know, I do my best. And I'm happy to do it because I'd rather be trying stuff than just sat watching YouTubes or TV or reading something and getting nothing creative done. Doing this is like a creative social outlet, and in a way that's amazing because it's a 2-for-1 deal. You get to be social and you get to be creative. And your own stream is like your own personality. You get to express yourself and just be. That's what I love about this. Above all else, I get to create myself temporary little internet spaces where it's just all mine. Yume no naka. Yume no naka. Watashi no yume wa oki desu yo. Yeah, I need to practice my Japanese more. A lot more. Mostly on the actual writing because I can read it, but writing it is a problem for me because, I don't know, it just is. If I can read a lot of like the basic stuff, but putting it down, I get a bit confused. Oh, and then there's like all the kanji. Oh, there's so many kanji. I only know a small amount. Like light, dream, spirit, etc. Self, all these stuff like basic kanjis. Fire, water, forest. I know a bunch of them, but a bunch isn't enough. Like, if you want to be considered fluent, like legitimately considered fluent, you need to know at least 1,600. Yeah, so 1,600 kanji if you want to be fluent, plus the katakana plus the hiragana. And that's just only on reading comprehension. Oh, random idea. Just, let's see. I do this. Local file look. Use hardware decoding available. So if I pick that up, right? Where is it? I can then mute it. And I can kind of do this. Oh, I like that. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So you don't know, but I recorded that clip 2 years ago, back in 2024. Time flies. It really does. I remember taking it. I remember who the people I was with at the time. Fond memories. Happy memories. You know? Life's about the memories you make. Every moment is a now, and you only ever have now. You don't have the future. You don't have the past. You just have what you have now, and what do you do with that? How do you make the most of that? Well, that's up to you. Because time is short. I mean, I remember when I was so little. It feels so long ago. And now I see myself as I am, and it's so different. I mean, obviously, I grew up, like, obviously, but it's a lot more than that. Like, I remember having a bad temper. I remember being so shy. I remember a whole lot of stuff, and none of that is me anymore because it just isn't. You change. Time changes you. Everything changes you. Okay, do we get shiny? Come on, shiny. Been at this for over an hour and so far, luck. You know, I'm going to double check back with a friend to make sure that's the correct way to do it because I want to make sure that I'm actually doing it correctly. I wouldn't like to think that I'd end up doing a method that was not actually resetting it. AOE Pokemon. Blue Pokemon. AOE is blue. Pokemon is literally Pokemon. That's it. Pokemon means Pokemon. The actual translations are kind of funny though, like Pokeball becomes Monster Ball. So yeah, because pocket monsters and the ball to capture them would be called the Monster Ball. Yep. I don't know, I'm gonna do a little test. So if I stretch this right, obviously you can't see the game. If I do this, you go up to ocean, you put filter onto it, color correction. Oh, that's pretty funky. I like it. But yeah, if I do find a shiny, I will actually have to, you know, turn it off. But okay, we'll go with this. Because I like the look of it. I do. It's so calming. So relaxing. Alright, here we go. Shiny or not? Nuh-uh. Oh, wrong button. Back out we go. That's not it. That is a fail. A big fail. Reload the game. That looks so funky. Is that like being on a ship? Is that what it would be like to be on a cruise ship? Just like coasting through the ocean? It could be. I've never been on a cruise ship. And I really don't intend to because I don't like the idea of it, but with the way that looks, it's kind of... Yeah, it's like a cruise ship with funky lights. And Captain Latios at the helm. Yeah, Captain Latios at the helm. He's just at the top cruising saying, steam ahead. Go ahead. Oh, I love it. I love to experiment and be creative. Because life is all about expression, creativity, and passion. You've got to have that if you want to keep going forward, because otherwise you just will get trodden over. And I'm not about to be trodden over. I have my goals. And they don't stop. They keep going. Oh no, I knocked my plushie over. One moment. Game reload. Let's go. Okay, fun story. Right now I'm holding a Pikachu plushie. And it has a very sad story. Its story is very sad. I was in the supermarket, I was just shopping. I went down the toy aisle just looking for some Pokemon cards, but as you know, Pokemon cards are hard to get. As you know, people just buy them up and resell them. So anyhow, I was going down there and I seen this small little Pikachu plushie. And it was just thrown on the floor. It was the last plushie. It had a dirty ear and a dirty foot. And it still does. It really still does. And I was like, I feel so bad for it. So it's like, I'm gonna buy you because you're the last one, and some kid just like tossed you to the floor. And it looks so cute too. So I got it, and it's one of my little desktop plushies. I have other ones, so like, I have a Eevee, a Jigglypuff, a Egglybuff, and a Happiny. Yep, they're all on my desk. I have a giant Eevee to the right. It's on the ground. It's a big EV. It's like the height of a TV. A bit bigger actually. And to the left, I have a Mimikyu plushie. It's sat by the windowsill. It's not a shiny Mimikyu, no. It's just a kind of standard sized Mimikyu plushie. Not that 8-inch one, probably about 10-inch? 10 to 12-inch? I do like plushies, but I don't have the space for a lot of them, so I only get a small amount. Yosh, what do I get in this reset? I want the shiny Irochigai Onegaishimasu. Ako Onegaishimasu. Irochigai doko desu ka? Irochigai? Nai. Nai, nai, nai. Mochido? Oh. How many resets is this? I've not really been keeping count. Let me check. I'd say it's about 51. If I'm keeping a rough count in my head. I'd say about 51. Yosh, iku. Yochigai onegaishimasu. Oh, that wasn't it. So, what do I want to talk about? You know, I'm not actually sure. I've talked about random stuff like how this DLC isn't so great, how I kind of gone off Pokemon Go. I've talked about life, talked about Pokemon in general. I don't know. I'm not sure what to talk about. Oh, well, I do plan to, like, buy physical copies of the Pokemon anime, like, for Generation 7. I want to have all the episodes of Sun and Moon on DVD or Blu-ray if possible. I would like to have that. It's one of the things I do want to get for my collection. Come on, game. Wow, talk about taking your sweet time. But hey, at least I don't have to look at a black screen anymore. I get to look at the ocean. That's amazing. That's creative intuition. And you know what? It's kind of cool, like, seeing the Nintendo logos and stuff just popping up over something other than a black screen. And even like Pokemon Legends, like, seeing it have an ocean behind it, like waves. Wow. Just goes to show when you add these little effects, it's like, it totally changes the dynamic, like in a really cool and creative way. You know, I was planning to stop about now, but I'm just gonna go for 1 hour longer because it's a long process and I want to just do it. Okay, another check. Up we go. It's a fail. I failed. Alright, back to the menu. Nuh-uh. I didn't get it. Okay, we go back. And let's see if we get lucky this time. The drowsy status condition. What makes me drowsy? Not having coffee. Yeah, makes me drowsy. But overall, just being up late has the same effect, obviously. Yosh iku yochikai doko desu ka? Taimu wa chisai desu yo. Watashi no taimu wa chisai desu yo. Hayaku onegai shimasu. Ma. So desu ka. Wakarimasen. Oh, I just noticed that message, like, feeding gulpin? If you've made too many donuts, like, who is making too many donuts? Like, the amount of times you have to reset, you will not be making too many donuts. No, it's be the opposite. You're making too few. I know for myself that I only make donuts that I need. The reason is because it takes time. Now I was getting a donut for shiny Cobalion. It took me an hour and a half to get the steel power shiny. Yep, an hour and a half of resetting just to get shiny power steel. It's a bit of a joke, really. So the game's like, oh, if you got too many donuts, huh? I'll never have that problem. Ever. In fact, I'm always gonna have too few donuts. So I'm not gonna be feeding Gulpin. No. My Gulpin is gonna be starving. Like, my Gulpin will be like, where are all the donuts? And I'll be like, sorry, I didn't make them. Yeah. It's just how it is. Come on, game. I have like, what is it? 1 out of 580 odds for this to shine. 1 out of 580. Oh, and I do believe I have alpha power, but let me check. No Humongo. It's kind of the same, but not. I believe the alpha chance is like 1%. Yeah, so If you go in the Humongo power, you'll be guaranteed a Pokemon that's the size of a Alpha Bat. However, you're not going to get the Alpha status. Yosh, Mochito, Haku, Haku. AoE Pokemon. Okay, once again. Is there a song called that? Probably. Okay, once again. There's probably a song name for every possible combination in the world. It's like the whole thing. But, you know, I really don't listen to music with lyrics. There's a simple reason, because music with lyrics, they get stuck in your head. Chorus, verse. I just constantly switches like on off to kind of like stick songs in your head. And that's not for me. I've known what it's like to have a song stuck in your head. I mean, it's no fun. Like, you want to forget a song, but you just like keep hearing it all the time. I've heard cases of some people who just like, it's so bad, they end up in a mental institution because they just can't get that song out of their head. Like, everywhere they go, all they hear is this song. Sounds, nature, ocean, wind, all of that stuff, it doesn't loop. It's just sounds. Yeah, I used to actually have an iPod, and then I was also listening to music on my iPhone. So I was doing started with the iPod, then I moved over to the iPhone. But I stopped both because, well, I didn't want to listen to music anymore. I felt like I was destroying my hearing. And I don't want to be one of those people with hearing aids by the time you hit their 40s. I mean, like, heck, there are people in their 30s and they already have hearing aids. And that's because whenever they went out, they just like listen to music all the time. Like, all the time. They don't stop. It's just like music at home, music outside, music everywhere. I mean, you hear them like take the earpieces out. It's blasting. It's like what volume do they have for that? And they're doing that for hours, every day, destroying the hearing. It's funny in a way because I believe in the past, like, losing your hearing and that sort of stuff was more of like reserved for elderly people like in the 70s to 80s, but now stuff that was reserved for really old people just happened so much earlier. Okay, game, don't need to take that long. Yosh, let's go back in. It's so slow loading. It's like slow fast, super slow, and ideal. Alright, go back and reload. Yosh, watashi no timer wa 23 分。はい、私のタイムは23分。私のタイムは小さいですよ。はい、そうですね。このゲームはslow. I don't know the word for that. Hey, but I don't know the word for everything. I know the word for everyone. But it's not close enough. Kono game wa yoi nai. Hi. Mo一度. Yep. Come on, game. Oh, so that the new word. Okay, the new word is Latios. Latios is Japanese for Latios. 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 色違いどこですか？お願いします。まあまあ、もう一度。もう一度。青いポケモン？何を？はい、そうですね。もう一度。Oh my. Sorry about that.もう一度。Latios。このポケモンはLatios。色違いない。色違い何時にですか？わかりません。わかりませんですよ。よーし、行く？タイムは今。頑張る私。You're not shiny. No, too close. Too close. No. No.何よ。そうですね。わかります。つまらないラティオス。もう一度。 Okay, so tomorrow I'm gonna be doing some more Pokemon Legends Arceus. I'm gonna be hunting for the shiny Alpha Ambipom. It's one of my gold Pokemon, so I'm going for that tomorrow. Now the next day I'm not so sure. I would have put in Hightail, but, well, I lost my world. Yeah, I lost it. It's really unfortunate, but it happened. However, I will restart it at some point with a new build, a new location. Now make sure to make regular backups. That's the goal. It's my goal. Irochigai Ratioso. Doko desu ka? Nanji ni desu ka? Nine, nine, nine. Okay, so I've been at this for apparently 2 hours 40 minutes. It's quite good going. If I can hit the 3-hour mark, I'll be quite happy. Yes, I would be. So I do want to hit that 3-hour mark. I really do. I've been doing 2 hours recently, but I was doing 3 hours before that. And all my friends online, they do 3 hours, kind of standard. You know, I'm looking at my information here. It says CPU usage has gone to a maximum of 6.5. So blending the video into the game has added about 4% usage. That's pretty interesting. I wouldn't think it would impact the stuff that much, but apparently it has. Just for fun, I'm going to, where is it? Turn off. Oh, and as expected, it drops down to 1.5. Awesome, so I'm going to put it back on. It goes up to 6%. It's kind of interesting how just one small video can add such amount. Well, I'm just rambling because I want to. Yep, now I like technical details. Well, subject dependent. I do like details. Learning specifics, learning processes, expanding my knowledge. Oh, I love that. So I have 22 minutes left. That's pretty good. 22 whole minutes of shiny hunting. Mo ichido onegashimasu. Aoi desu. Oh no, I knocked my plushie again. Okay, let's go to the taskbar. Oh, that's funny. The kanji for black is like the opposite of light. So the kanji for Hikari, which is kind of like a broad sense for light in general, has kind of like a frizzy hair kind of type thing at the top. But the kanji for black, Kuro, has that bit at the bottom and it's kind of reversed, so the frizzy kind of like hair bit is at the bottom and it's facing towards the ground. So light and dark are literally drawn to be opposites. That's so cool. The more you know. Kuro, Hikari. Kuro desu. Kuro Sora. Aoi Pokemon. Oh, wrong button. Sorted. Mm-hmm. Reload the game. Reload it. 멋지다. How do people do this, like, without getting bored? I have no idea, because, oh yeah, seeing the same Pokemon over and over, and only getting one reload, kinda sucks. Especially when the reload takes about 30 seconds. It's a tad on the long side. Oh well, steel dice. That's blue. I like blue, but unfortunately it has to be cyan. You know, that kind of bluey green? Yeah, that's what it has to be. I caught my Latias in Ultra Moon. I caught it there a while ago. But my Latios? That's from Ultra Sun. However, I have to get all the ones here, otherwise I can't say that I've completed the game. What kind of shiny hunter would I be if I just like caught all the Pokemon normal and, you know, never gave it a try? I'd regret it. In fact, I wouldn't even go there because I don't want to have a save file where all the shiny huntables are kind of gone. That'd be stupid. So yeah, even if it takes me a lot longer, I'm just gonna keep going. Now that is what you're supposed to do. You weren't supposed to go back into the game. Nuh-uh, you weren't supposed to do that. Kono Gemo wa Baka. Watashi mo? Hello. Konnichiwa, Pokemon-san. Yeah. What a depressing place. Who'd want to live here? We saw this depressing place. Can I go up now? Oh, I can go in the hedge. That's kind of cool. Oh well, that was fun for all of 4 seconds. Back to resetting. Imagine if we could actually walk on a hedge. That'd be cool, like walking on a hedge. How lightweight would you have to be? Lightweight as a balloon? Probably. Probably. Alright, I learnt more words, and the word for cyan is literally Cheyenne, and it's a foreign imported word. It's in katakana, obviously. このポケモンは知らない。はい。Cheyenne ない。Cheyenne Latios どこですか？ない。Okay, reload. Latios. Eh? 私のタイムは小さい。今、タイムは0時51分。そうです。0時51分。から4分。そうですね。から4分。そうそう。知らんポケモンどこですか？このポケモンは青いです。色違いない？知らんポケモンどこですか？どうして？もう一度。頑張る。青い空、綺麗ですよ。 Much though. Nana Pun Kara. So this Nana Pun Kara. So there. Ma. Oh, Sumaru knife. Sumimasen, kono raibusu, sudorimu wa taimu wa chisai desu yo. Which means the live stream has very little time left. Raibusu Dorimo. It's a bit of a mouthful. How can I say that fast enough? Raibu Sudorimu. Watashi no Raibu Sudorimu Taimu wa chisai desu yo. So desu ne. Sorry, I'm just rambling. Okay, so let's see. Ichipun Kara. Hi. Chuji Madu. Ichikara. Ichijikara. Irochikainai. Raibu Sudorimo. Ha. Let me get this right. Chuji Made. Ichijikara. It's good to practice. Practice is worth it, because if you don't practice, then you're not going to get good. So that's the end of my live stream, more or less. Thank you to anyone who watched, and I hope you all have a great day, night, evening, and to anyone who watches in the future, I wish you all the same. Please have a good night and take care. I'll be back tomorrow to do more Pokemon Legends Arceus. I'll be back after the Shiny Alpha Ambipom and any other Shiny Alphas that I can find, like Shiny Alpha Frostlass. So those are my goals. I might want to reinstall Hytale, but for Wednesday, and I would have to start a new build, so I'll use Tuesday to think about what I'd want to build, because I don't know what I want to build now that I've lost my main world. Maybe I could make something brighter, happier, because my last build was about a dark city with all these green torches and random stuff. And I had built a stable, but it's gone. So, once again, thank you to anyone who watched. Minasan, oyasuminasai, tomo arigato. Sayonara.